Today's topic is a resolution of vectors. The last class we had seen a representation of vector and addition of vectors using triangular method and parallelogram method and polygon law of vectors method. Now, if a vector A is considered, then what are the components and how to resolve the components? And when you want to add 2 more or 3 more vectors, and what is the method to be followed? Today we will see a simple method to solve the addition of vectors if 2 or more are considered. Now let's say A comma B are the vectors. Of course, non-zero vectors, they are called as non-zero vectors. I am writing the 2 vectors in the plane. Let's say this is one vector A and other vector B. Of course, the A and B in a plane. And similarly, I consider a O and P. This is same the direction of A, but I am taking it as a multiple of lambda. Lambda is non-zero, of course positive number. This is P. And other one by vector PQ, which is called as lambda B. Lambda is again a positive number. Now, how to add the vector? A vector can be written as, according to triangular law of vectors, this is A. A is the addition of vectors OP and PQ. A vector is equals to OP vector plus PQ vector. OP vector plus PQ vector. Or this is also called as OQ vector is equal to lambda A plus lambda P. This is a simple vector addition using components. Now, to represent a vector and its direction, we use a concept of unit vectors. Unit means 1. Unit vector having a magnitude 1 which is pointing in a specified direction. Let's say a simple coordinate axis, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, of course origin. Now, this is a particularly pointing x direction. I am representing it as I, and this is exactly pointing y direction. I am representing it as j, and this is a z direction k. Now, what are the unit vectors? Unit vectors having magnitude 1 pointing in particular direction. So, magnitude of I is equals to 1 and magnitude of j is equals to 1. Magnitude of k is equals to 1. To represent unit vectors, I will make it as a cap I, j, k. And here I vector is perpendicular to j vector. Of course, j vector perpendicular to a k vector. Obviously, k vector perpendicular to I vector. I, j, k are the vectors which are mutually perpendicular to each other. Now, suppose if a vector is there in the x direction, if you want to represent a vector A is there. Now, I write vector A which is a magnitude of A pointing in I vector direction means x direction. Suppose if you want to represent other vector B vector exactly in the y direction, now I write it as the B vector is equal to magnitude of B a pointing a j direction. Of course, the vectors like plus I vector is there, minus I vector is there. Similarly, you write it as no issue I, j, k. You make it cap, no issue. Now, in the opposite direction, you write it as minus I vector, minus j vector and minus k vector. So, three-dimensionally, I, j, k vectors. Mostly we will see I and j vectors are useful in this chapter because we are dealing with the motion of an object in a plane, in a two-dimensional plane. We shall see a simple problems and analytical methods to add the vectors, and we also find a resultant vector of two vector using components method. Let's consider a simple A vector x-axis, y-axis. This is two-dimensional plane, and I consider a vector A. Of course, it is not exactly lying in the x-axis and y-axis, it is in the plane. Now, when you want to make the components, you must remember that you follow one method, that the vector making an angle with the x-axis. Of course, if you take from y-axis also, it can be correct, but accordingly the procedure has to be changed. Now, so theta, vector A is making an angle theta with the positive x-axis. You remember, in order to go with the proper method, we will take a positive x-axis as a reference to us, and if all the vectors are considered, we also take same angle, not same angle, we also take the angle from the same axis like positive x-axis. Now, this is a vector A. Now, I can see that there are two components because x component and y component has to be divided. How to write x component and y component? You understand that simply just I am making a dotted lines. Think of that this is OPQ. OPQ is a right angle triangle. Now, this is called as, for the vector A, this is adjacent component. For the vector A, this is called as opposite component. For the adjacent component, I will write it as, this is x component, I will write it as AX, and this is a y component, I will write it as AY. How to write AX? AX is equal to vector A with the magnitude A, I will write it as mod A cos theta. How I have written A cos theta? Simply you assume that what is the cos theta? Cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. A mod A, vector A with the mod A. AX is equal to mod A cos theta. Similarly, sin theta is equal to, if this is AY, this is also AY. AY by mod A. So, AY is equal to mod A sin theta. So, now AY is equal to mod A sin theta. Right. Now, if this is theta to be one vector, if this is theta to be other vector along x and y axis, how I should write it as? Now, vector along x-axis, how I should write it as? Vector along x-axis is equals to the component along x-axis AX, the vector pointing in this direction already we had seen AXI. Vector along y-axis AYJ, which is pointing J direction. So, you can write it as I, J, cap and cap. Cap is a representation of unit vector which refers in particular direction. Now, how should I write the actual vector, which is a combination of x component pointing x direction, y component pointing y direction. So, now vector A is equals to combination of the two components A cos theta I plus A sin theta j. So, this is a simple vector, a combination in terms of unit vectors. Now, how to find out magnitude of the two vectors? Simply, I want to find out magnitude. This is a vector representation and this is called as magnitude. Now, how to calculate the magnitude of this one. Using Pythagoras principle, hypotenuse square is equal to, this is called as opposite component, ay square, and plus adjacent component ax square. I will write it as ax square plus ay square. A square is equal to, ax is equal to a cos theta whole square plus a sin theta whole square. Simply I will take a square common. You write it as cos square theta plus sin square theta. Simply magnitude is a. So I have mod of a is equal to under root of a x square plus a y square. In this way, we will write the magnitude of a vector in terms of components in this way. Now, the component of z axis also we shall see for in a simple method, x, y, z. Of course, I vector, j vector, k vector, j vector and k vector. Opposite to that minus k, opposite to this one minus I, opposite to j minus j, which is a downward, which is origin. Let's say a simple vector A making alpha with the x-axis, Now, this is called as x component. Now, I would write it as x component ax is equal to, which is adjacent component to this one, a cos alpha. Now, for a vector A, from the x-axis alpha, from the y-axis which is called a beta. Now, the y component, adjacent component to vector A, now ay is equal to a cos beta. Now, for the vector A, from the z-axis, you would write it as gamma. Now, a z component is equal to a cos gamma. So, alpha, beta, gamma are the angles which are made from the axis to the vector A. Now, how to write a vector A in a space, three-dimensional, which is called as ax in terms of I plus ay in terms of j plus az in terms of k. I, j, k are the vectors. Now, how to find out the magnitude of a vector, which is under root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. This is actually to find out the magnitude. For any vector, we will take the magnitude in terms of the components. Now, a vector addition using analytical method means we are adding x components of the vectors and we will add y components of vectors. Now, resultant of x component can be written as like rx, resultant of y components can be written as ry, and we will write resultant vector in terms of a vector form ij. Let's see a simple two vectors and we will add it, so that we will see next 2 or 3 more vectors. Not only we add the vectors, we also subtract the vectors using analytical method. Let's say a simple vector A, which can be written as axi plus ayj. Of course, I cap, j cap. The component magnitude of ax along x direction, magnitude of vector A like component along y direction, that is ay, and b vector is that bxi plus by j. Now, how to add the vectors? Of course, I am not using any graphical representation. We will see with the verification of that. Vector A plus vector B, which is equal to vector R. Now, you know very well the vector addition is obeying associative law of addition, commutative law of addition. Of course, you verify this, you can get the same. Now, AX plus BX, adding of this one, I plus AY plus BY J. Now, vector R is the resultant vector of A and B. We will write it as RXI plus RYJ. How to find out a magnitude of resultant vector? Simply you know that earlier we had seen mod of R is equals to under root of Rx square plus Ry square. Now the same graphical representation of this. Let's say a vector A is there and vector B is there. Vector A and this is x-axis, this is y-axis. I am not mentioning any angles from the x-axis and y-axis. But how do I write this one? Simply, this is called as AX component, and combination of this one, this is called as AY component. Now similarly, this is a vector B, Bx component, and this is By component. Resultant of the, of course, pointing I, pointing J. This is a combination Rx, which is equal to Ax plus Bx, and this is Ry is equal to Ay plus By. Vector R is equal to Rx I plus Ry j. Okay. Now the parallelogram law of vectors. Let's apply simple parallelogram law of vectors. How to find out? If the two vectors are starting from same point, let's say O, and the resultant vector should also be drawn from the same point. This is the R vector. This is the R vector, which is a combination of A and B, and mod of R is equal to under root of Rx square plus Ry square. The resultant angle which is made from the x-axis, you can also consider tan theta is equal to Ry by Rx. Theta is equal to tan inverse of Ry by Rx. Let's see how this is happening. We can also make it very easy. See that this is called as Ry component and this is Rx component. If the theta is an angle made with the x-axis, now what is happening? Tan theta is equals to opposite side Ry by adjacent side Rx. Simply we will write it as tan inverse of Ry by Rx. Similarly, we got it. So this is simple analytic method. Now we will also write or we will also add the three or more vectors also, no issue. Let's say small vector A is there, Axi plus Ayj plus Azk. Ijk are the vectors. B vector is there, Bxi plus Byj plus Bzk. C vector is there, Cxi plus Cyj plus Czk. I, J, K are the caps. Now R vector is equal to, let's say, A plus B plus C. Now how do you write it as? Ax plus Bx plus cx I plus ay plus by plus cy j plus az plus pz plus cz k. Similarly, we will write it as r vector is equal to rxi, ryj, rzk. So, not only two vectors we can add, we will add more than two vectors also. Now, a simple problem we'll see. Vector A is equal to 3i plus 2j. Vector B is equals to I minus j. So, what is A plus B vector? Just 4i minus j. What is A minus B vector? 2i plus 3j, minus of minus plus. So, we can add in that way also. Now, we see the simple problem to find out the resultant magnitude of two vectors. If vectors A and B made an angle as theta, how to find out and resultant magnitude of the two vectors in terms of theta. This is also like an application of parallelogram law of vector addition. We shall see resultant vector and its direction also in this problem. So, find the magnitude and direction of resultant of two vectors if A and B in terms of their magnitude and made an angle theta between them. See, first we consider a vector A and other vector B. So, here vector A and B are started from same point O. Let the angle between them to be theta. Theta is the angle between them. Now, how to write the resultant vector? When vectors are started from like origin or O, the resultant should also be drawn from the same vector. This is a resultant vector. This is called R vector, which is equal to the sum of the two vectors, vector A plus vector B. Now, how to write this? This is called as P and vector A, extending the same opposite and opposite, having same, they are parallel, just combining with the dotted lines. Right. So, these opposite, these are parallel, these are parallel. So, this is also a vector B. Now, O, P, Q, S. Now, I will draw a normal to the like x-axis with the dotted lines. O, P, Q, S. This is, you can write it as T, just right now. As this is along x-axis and this B vector making x-axis with angle theta, I can also write it as theta. Now you write it as theta, no issue. See, I am extracting this and triangle PTQ is right angled triangle, right angle triangle. So, the adjacent component is B cos theta and the opposite component is B sin theta, right. Now, the magnitude of the vector A is simply A and the magnitude of this component of B cos theta, now total would be A plus B cos theta from O to T. So that I can extend, and I am extracting the triangle called as vector R O T Q. O T Q. What is this? This is 90 degrees. This is also 90 degrees. Now, what is the angle to this? This is not theta, this is alpha. From here to here, A to B is theta, and this is called as A plus B cos theta. A plus B cos theta. This is B sin theta from this triangle. Now, triangle OTQ is a right angle triangle. Now, hypotenuse magnitude R can be written as under root of B sin theta whole square plus A plus B cos theta whole square using Pythagorean principle or Pythagoras theorem. So, how do I write this one? R square is equal to under root of B sin theta whole square plus A plus B cos theta whole square. Now, when you root consider, this is simply R. R, you can write it as R square is equals to B sin theta whole square plus A plus B cos theta whole square. Right. R is equals to under root B square sin square theta plus A square plus B square cos square theta plus 2AB cos theta. I am applying A plus B whole square here, 2AB cos theta under root again. So, R is equals to, I am writing as it is, A square first and B square taking common, and you will get it as sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 2AB cos theta. So, what you will get, you know very well, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. Now, the magnitude R is equals to under root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. You can also write it as a mod of vector R. The resultant all depends on theta over here. Of course, it also depending on A and B. Now, if theta is equals to 0, means A and B are parallel, what happens? Mod of R is equal to simply A plus B, means magnitude of A plus magnitude of B. If theta is equals to 180 degrees, now you will get a mod of R is equal to A minus B. These are magnitudes. If theta is equals to 90 degrees, if two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then what happens? Cos 90, 0. Cos 90, 0. The entire term is becoming 0. Now, R magnitude is equals to under root of A square plus B square. Now, how to find out alpha? Here, the triangle OTQ, if you observe it, the triangle OTQ, I can write it as tan alpha is equal to opposite side B sin theta by adjacent side A plus B cos theta. So, alpha is equals to tan inverse of B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. This is the alpha value, that is the resultant vector making an angle alpha with the vector A. Okay. Now solve the following. I'll give 5 to 6 problems to find out the magnitude of the vectors. This is like practicing problems. Then you will get complete idea how to add the vectors, how to find a resultant magnitude. Now find vector A and vector B. Second one, mod of A and mod of B. Third one, mod of A plus B. Okay, now check whether vector A plus B combination with again mod is equals to vector A plus vector B or not. You can check it. If they are equal, you can write equal, otherwise it's not equal. And mod of A minus B is equal to mod of A minus mod of B or not. You have to write it after solving it. Next, A is equals to I plus J, B is equals to I minus J plus K. Now find 2A minus 3B and find 2A minus 3B vectors. So when you write it vectors, you can put a bar mark. And third one, vector A, vector B, vector C. I minus J, I plus I minus K, I minus I plus J vectors are there. Now solve, find 2A minus 3B minus 4C and find the magnitude of 2A minus 3B minus 4C. Vectors A, B, C are the vectors. Okay, these are the simple problems and which will be helpful to write vector addition and all. Now in solving the problems, sometimes the angle might be given 30 degrees north of east or 45 degrees south of west, whatever it is. How to draw a vector in a coordinate axis with making certain angle in the problem which they have given. Let's say simple introduction and then we enter into actual problem. See, this is, you know very well, east direction, west direction, north direction and south direction. Each of are making 90 degrees. Now here this is called as northeast, which is called as 45 degrees from east, 45 degrees from north. That's what this is called, a middle northeast. This is called as southeast, we refer south, 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Now here this is called as southwest, 45 degrees, again 45 degrees from west, and this is called as northwest, 45 degrees. Total will be 360 degrees. Now in a problem they will give actually to notate a vector A makes an angle vectors makes an angle 30 degrees south of west. What is the meaning of south of west? Means of west is there, you have to take a reference, and from west you take 30 degrees towards south. How to write this? Simple, north, south, east, west. Now from west, this is 30 degrees towards south. Just I will make a vector A from west 30 degrees towards direction south. This is a simple one. And another example we will see. "60 degrees north of east." What is the meaning of it? From the east direction, you measure a vector 60 degrees towards north direction. See, this is north, south, east and west. From north, this is north and east. From east, 60 degrees towards the north. Now from the east, 60 degrees towards north, that is called as east of. In that way we can write any of the vector that makes, and we can find out if many vectors are there, the resultant vector can be drawn or can be found by using parallelogram method or components method. Okay. Now a problem is there, which is by using parallelogram of vectors we can find, or by using components also we can find it. Anyway, from the both of the methods you will get the same answer. Here a motor boat is racing towards the north direction where water is in flow, means water with current. Current means water is in motion, not still water. In general, in the ponds water is at still, means it can be a constant which is not having velocity, but here the current is means water is having velocity which is moving in a particular direction. So we also write water with one vector, water direction with one vector, and boat is another vector which is other direction. We can find out resultant of those two vectors, and as a vector and in terms of magnitude also we can find. So first, any problem such like, first we draw the diagram that gives a full information to us. First, this is called east and north, west and south. The first boat is racing here. Boat is racing here towards north direction with velocity VB. I am writing it as 25 kmph. So in sometimes we need to convert into meters per second. Here I think it is not required. And the water is in motion like current, water with current with 10 kmph in the region direction of east of south, means from south 60 degrees towards east direction. From south 60 degrees towards east direction. This is the vector called as VW, water. This is a vector VB, right? Now obviously you can easily calculate what is the angle between the water velocity vector as well as boat velocity vector. Obviously total will be 180 and this is 120 degrees, 180 minus 60. Otherwise this is 30 plus 90, 120. Now two vectors, velocity of the boat vector and velocity of the water vector, are making theta 180 degrees. Now here VB, velocity of the boat, and VW, velocity of the water, are making an angle, making an angle 120 degrees. Now, how do you write resultant of the vectors? Resultant of the vectors, obviously according to parallelogram law vector, this is a resultant of vector R. Because the two vectors are starting from same point, the resultant vector should also be drawn from the same point where they have started. So, here how to write it? The resultant of the magnitude of the resultant vector is equal to under root of VB square plus VW square plus 2VB VW cos theta. What is theta between them? 120 degrees. So, here the magnitude of R vector, which is equals to VB means 25 square plus 10 square plus 2 into 25 into 10 into cos 120. You know very well, it is minus 1. Cos 90 plus 30 minus sin 30 minus 1 by 2. Now, if we calculate it and substitute all it, you will get it as 22 kmph, the resultant velocity vector. Now, how to find out the direction? All this. Let's see, and again categorize into components. Same problem, we will go with the components method, and you also confirm the resultant magnitude whether it is correct or not. See, this is VB vector and this is VW vector. The angle from this is 30 degrees. Now, this is called as like east direction. I am refer it as x axis, and this is y axis. Now, VB vector. What is the angle? Of course, this is angle 90 degrees. VB vector has categorized into two components, VBX. So, vector B component along x axis, which is called as VB cos, what is the angle? 90 degrees, which is obviously 0 because no contribution along x axis. VBY is equals to VBY is equals to VB into sin 90, which is equal to simply VB, which is equal to 25. Now, VWX x component, which is equal to VW x component, VW into cos. Here you are going in clockwise direction. The clockwise direction from the reference axis x to be taken as negative, that you apply it 30 degrees minus 30. Now, this is 10 and cos of minus it, of course, plus cos theta and cos 30 root 3 by 2, and which is simply called as 5 root 3. Now, VWY component, which is written as VW sin minus 30, which is called as 10 into minus 1 by 2, which is called sin of minus theta becomes again minus sin theta, which is called as minus 5. So, you write it as simply, this is called as VWY component. This is called as VWX component, and this is called as again VBY component, which is equivalent to VB. Now, how to write RX? Rx is equals to Vbx component plus Vwx component. How to write this? Vbx means 0, Vbx is 0, Vwx is 5 root 3, which is equal to 5 root 3. Ry is equals to Vby plus Vwy. Velocity of the boat, y component, velocity of the water, y component, which is equals to Vby, which is 25, and Vwy minus 5, which is equals to 20. Now how to calculate? We have to do it. Mod of r is equal to under root of rx square plus ry square. You will get the magnitude, resultant magnitude, and check whether the answer should commit as 22 or not. Next. Now the extracting this one, east direction, north direction, west direction, south direction. Here the r vector is there. However, we have found out r vector magnitude. What is the angle that has been made means we don't know, but let it assume it as alpha. Now what is this? This is called as ry component. This is called as rx component. If we want to find out alpha, we will simply apply tan alpha is equal to ry by rx. Alpha is equals to tan inverse of ry by rx. Simply we will write it as, what is ry and rx? Simply substitute tan inverse of, we have found it ry is 20, rx 5 root 3. So we will get it as tan inverse of 4 by root 3. Here we require calculator. Just apply from the calculator. You will get it as 66.6 degrees approximately. Now how to refer the direction here? This is coming as 66.6 degrees. We are writing angle from east towards south. Here the alpha is 66.6 degrees north of east. North of east means referring from east towards north at an angle of 66.6 degrees. This is a resultant direction. In that way you can practice more problems, you will get complete idea. This is only first problem where the river and swimmer can move and what is the resultant velocity. Such problems you can face and you can identify. We will solve them one by one slowly. Voice in